Hey, before we get started, you were a Marine, weren't you?
Hmm.
You're a former Marine?
Hmm.
That's cool. My my oldest son, who's a senior right now, he's a poolee. He did the MEPS thing, and he'll probably be deploying. You know how it goes. The
Yeah,
date could change, but right now it's freaking August. Yeah,
yeah. He's got time, August, he gets picked up,
yeah,
taken to boot
yeah.
camp, get on the yellow footprints.
Man, what
And if you ever watch videos on that stuff,
we did.
that's it.
Oh yeah, the videos are pretty accurate, huh?
Pretty accurate, man. It is. Like they're kind of nice. I'm sure once the cameras go away, it changes a little bit, but
Right,
um,
right, right.
it like the man. I tell you what, he got on, that drill instructor got on that bus when we arrived at Paris Island, and he does his little spiel, and he's like, "Get off my bus now," and everyone just sat there. Like no one didn't know what to. We didn't know what to do.
Froze, right?
We're all frozen. He's like, I said, get off my bus now. Get off my bus now. No, man, everyone's jumping up and crawling over each other to get off the bus just to guy to stop yelling at you. And then you get off the bus and there's like three more.
Right.
But I mean, and all I do is they line you up, and then you go like into like what would be like a normal like office building.
Right.
And
Well, you
then
go through the hollow doors, right? And they give the speech, once you go through these doors,
yeah,
something like,
they do that at the beginning. But then you
right,
go through, and then it's like, all right, you got to fill out this paperwork, take off all your personal stuff, put it in this bag
right,
that you'll get back when you graduate or leave.
right.
And then it's like all this processing. They got to switch. You got to pick up clothes. You got to get hygiene gear. You got to get your head shaved. I mean, it's like 15 hours of like processing you into the system.
And that was my next question. How long did it take? Because the video was like maybe an hour video, but it encompassed all that stuff and it covered. But yeah, it did. I was wondering that.
You
So it
don't
is.
know because there's no clocks
Uh,
on the walls and they take your
uh,
watches.
right.
So
Sure.
it's like
Casino.
sensory deprivation. Like and there's no windows
Right.
in the admin building where they're processing it. So you have no idea. And then we went from like
Yeah.
they're like, okay, we're gonna leave this building, we're gonna go to another building. You're not gonna look at nothing, you're not gonna say nothing, you're just gonna follow the man in front of you. Do you understand? Get on your feet, move right now. And like you just get up and follow the person in front of you. And then they open a door and it's like 10 o'clock in the morning and it's like you're like, oh shit. And everyone knows, and like all the other recruits and everyone else is like, oh, there's some newbies right there, because like
Right. Right. Right.
it's just painfully obvious. And not to you, but to everyone else, you look like fresh, brand new recruit.
New meat. Right. Sure.
Yeah.
Wow. Do,
And
do
then
you?
it's go, man.
Yeah. For a while. Do you always get there? The yellow footprints. The first time. Is that at night?
Yep.
It's always at night.
Yep.
So you're probably
Every time.
they're probably up through that first night for a while.
Yeah. So what they do is like, I flew to North Carolina somewhere,
Right.
right? And then like they knew I was coming. So there's like a Marine Corps representative that like grabs up like the three or four recruits that are on that plane and they
Right.
put you on a bus and you go to like a holding depot where you sit and wait for everyone else to show up.
Right.
So you sit there and wait for hours and hours and hours, and then they put you on a
Holy.
bus, and then it's nighttime, and they drive, and you have no idea where you're going. I mean, right? You're just on a
Right.
bus
Right.
driving
Right.
around like a Greyhound, right?
Right.
And then they pull up, and then everyone's like a little chatty. Hey, how you doing? Where you from? But no one's like getting crazy. Just
Oh,
like,
they let you talk a little bit.
well, because you're nobody right now, right? You're not
Yeah.
even on Marine Corps in the
Oh,
control
okay.
of the Marine. I mean, you got handlers, but they're not really
Right.
anybody, right?
Right.
A little murmur, and then like like it's humid, so you're like wiping off the windows, trying to see outside, and then like you see that you drive through and onto the base, and then
Right.
you can like see like military style buildings because they all look the same from every movie you've ever seen because that's what they look like from the 60s. Like they're all still up and running,
Right.
and you
Right.
look and you're like, oh shit, we're here, and then it gets real quiet on the bus because
Right.
everyone's like, oh shit, it's about to, like
like the top of a roller coaster, right?
Yes, yes. Everyone's in line. Everyone's nice and chatty. And then all of a sudden you get on the coaster. You're like, yeah, you ready for this? Oh man, we're doing this. And it's like tink, 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 tink. And the closer you get to the top, the quieter it gets. And everyone's like, oh shit.
That's exactly what
Oh,
it's got to be like. Oh my
oh
God,
god,
that's
yeah. And then it's
hilarious.
just, and then you're at the mercy. Then you're just following the instructor, man. I mean, like he is your daddy. Like you got no idea. You don't even know what direction north is. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh man,
Yeah, it's a good
that's
time.
cool.
The first couple days, you're like, man, this isn't that bad. You're like, yeah, it sucks. We're sleep deprived. We're waking up. We're doing this. We're doing that. We're being told what to do. But
Yeah.
it's nothing. And then it's like, okay, your drill instructor is going to be here soon to pick you guys up. And then like our drill instructor shows up, and it's like, all right, get the fuck out of here. Let's go. And then you get online, you go to the barracks, and you're like, then they're like, hey, everyone gather around. We're gonna have a little school circle conversation. And the drill instructors come out, and they are like boof, 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 just locked and cocked, and they're like, all right, this is my Marine Corps base, blah blah blah, and they just go through their spiel. And then they get some recruits that are from like third phase, because they break it down into first, second, and third phase depending on where you're at in the training.
Right.
And they get some guys from third phase to come down. And there's this thing called thrashing, right? Which is just basically like you do push-ups, do run in place, jumping jacks, mountain climbers at the call of the drill instructor. So he'll be like, jumping jacks now, and you start doing jumping jacks, push-ups now, and you just drop to the floor and do push-ups. And these guys are like dropping to the floor and just cranking out push-ups, run in place, like, and we're like, no way. No one is like, I can do that. No one is like,
Really?
I could do that. And they're like, by the time you graduate my Marine Corps, you will be doing exactly what these recruits are doing right now. And they turn to recruits like, fly, and they just fucking disappear, man. They just fucking go. You're like, oh god, we are so screwed. We're all so very screwed.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So the
Wow.
motto, the mantra that they have is that you have 80 guys in a platoon, up to 80 guys going through training, and some are football players, some are track stars, some are just straight up nerds, right? So you're all at least these different levels of like physical fitness, mental acuity, teamwork. Like their stats are all over the place, right? Individualism, right? You can't tell me what to do. I'm my own man, right? So what they do is they just break everybody down all the way down to the same level, and then they build everybody back up at the same pace. And then everyone is here, and everyone got here the same way. So we are all brothers,
Right.
There's no one like, oh, well, I used to do this so I can fast track or whatever. Like, no, there's no. We're just going to beat you all down mentally, emotionally, physically.
Right.
Some of you may cry at night.
Right. Yeah. I was wondering that too, like at night when everybody's sleeping. First of all, are the drill instructors, because they say, I've heard video, people where they say that drill instructors are with you literally all the time.
Yeah.
Is it literally even sleeping?
Yep. So there's usually there's usually a 3 drill instructors, and then like a senior drill instructor who's like in charge of them. Right. And there's in the barracks, in the squad bay, they call it, in the squad bay, there's like a room with a door. And in there is a desk and a cot. And they rotate through, right?
Right.
So every night there is a drill instructor in there with you.
Gotcha.
And every night there's something called fire watch, which goes back to like the old days where you had to have a fire burning all night. So what you would do is, we're going to break it down by the hour. You're on from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. I'm on from 8 to 9. Someone else is on from 9 to 10. And then we just wake the next guy up all the way into the morning. And then that morning person wakes everybody up at the given time. Right. So there's no alarm clocks. It's all human, right?
Wow.
Right? Because I'm awake. I wake up the next guy and I go to sleep. The next guy stays up for an hour, wakes up the next guy, and then he goes back to sleep. And it just kind of cycles through. And then the drill instructor is always there to like, you pound on his door if something's going on, right? If like
Right.
some recruits are out of bed, out of the rack goofing off, fire watches gotta go bang on that drill instructor's door, be like, hey, I got recruits out of the rack. Boom, boom, boom. And they gotta pound hard as fuck on that door because those drill instructors are sleeping. But 24/7,
Damn.
every single day there is a drill instructor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. Wow. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah. My
Well,
son
he'll come
needs
out
this.
different, man. He will
Right.
will
I hope
leave
so.
being like, I got a little attitude, I'm a little cocky.
Right.
And then but the difference is when he comes out, he's gonna be calling you sir because he just can't help it.
Right. Right.
Because on the bus,
Oh.
they're explaining to you the first and last words out of your mouth to be sir. Do you understand me?
Right.
The
Right.
first and last word out of your mouth every single time you want to say something is sir. So you just get routinely just mentally programmed to be like, sir, I was wondering, sir, this, sir, yes, sir, thank you, sir.
Sure.
So he'll end up calling you sir. But the other thing that will come out of him is he'll be like, oh, he's upright, he's posture, he doesn't ask for shit, right? Suddenly he's not like needy, right?
Right.
But he's Superman, right? Like nothing, like the shit I just went through, I can crush anybody, right? So don't step out of line with me. Because if I get permission, I will just fucking take you down. There's not a question of if, it's just, it's going to happen.
Right.
There's a mindset that goes along with it that everyone's like, why are Marines like that? And it's like after boot camp and we went to the, you get assigned to a duty station and all this other jazz. We did some training at an Army base in Georgia, Fort Benning. So, there's like, I don't know, like 100 Marines down there doing training with Army guys. And, we have some free time. So we go to the store, the PX, Public Exchange. You go to the store and we roll in and there's like 6 Marines and we just roll in like we own the motherfucking store. Like this may be an Army store on an Army base, but there's 6 fucking Marines in it. So guess what? The Marines are running this joint. Right. So I tell you what, we're in line already checking out, whether we're running around the store, doing whatever we want to do. But when we get to the counter, you get the fuck out of the way because we're goddamn Marines. And you fucking wait in line. You get behind us.
Right.
It's like this mentality that you're like, you just don't give a fuck. What, you just going to roll up on me and say something and be like, man, you better go get some friends.
Right.
Like there's 10 of us. And they're like, well, there's 6 of us. So you guys are way outnumbered. And then like that math doesn't make sense. Be like, dude, have you ever tangled with a Marine?
Right.
Come back with 30 guys. Come back with 30 guys, and then we'll talk about not kicking your ass.
And some ordnance, right?
Right.
It's so 2 things there. My sons, they wrestle in high school.
Yeah.
Right. So that's already a thing. But obviously, as police, they're doing PT.
Yep.
Twice a week, and what is it? ISTs on Saturday every once in a while. And me, I'm just infatuated with all of it. And so my wife always calls me, and her too, but as stalkers. We go to these PTs just to watch.
Just watch.
Distance, with the binoculars and stuff, right? But anyway, every once in a while they usually do the PTs at the recruiting office, but sometimes they'll go to, for example, Fort Myers Bridge. Downtown Fort Myers Bridge. And I even got it on video. And one time a few weeks ago, they did that, whole bunch of them. They're running over the bridge and back, carrying the flags, big, huge flags, but that wasn't it, right? I thought they were done when they came back over the bridge. They then continued on, to your point you were just saying, down the main road, made a right onto First Street, downtown Fort Myers.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna run it right through downtown,
right
baby.
Through downtown in the middle of the lane. Didn't give a shit.
Nope.
And that is exactly
down the road.
Yes, that's exactly what came to mind. Was I bet you they're doing that absolutely purposely to instill exactly what you just said. That if we're here, we fucking own this joint. If you got to take over a town, that's the mentality they need.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's like, and even to this day, like I will make fun of every other branch of the service,
Right.
but
Right.
no, I will not allow a civilian to make fun of any branch of the service. Right? I'll step up and be like, "Yo, wait, are you a fucking civilian? So you didn't even join these pussies. So what the fuck are you?"
Right.
You know, I mean, it is bad. But like you said, like totally own the place, running down the middle of the street, showing off to everyone. Everyone's like, "Oh," and you're like, "Yeah." Right?
Right. Right. Yep.
But I mean, it's also why the girls drop the panties for the Marines. I mean, the
Right.
ladies, I mean, if you got a choice, right? You're gonna be like, eeny, meeny, oh my God. Right?
Right. Right.
It's
Oh,
just
man.
it is. It's a mindset, it's a mantra, it's
And you did
and
4 years, right?
yeah, 94 to 98. So it was a while ago.
What was
But
the MOS?
infantry,
Oh
0341.
yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
So 03 is infantry. So you have a 4-digit number for your
Mhm.
MOS. The first two is like the general category, and the second two is like a specific job within that general category.
Got you.
So anyone that's in the infantry is an 03.
Right. Oh,
And then
okay.
you have 0311, which is rifleman, 0341, which is a mortarman, 0352, which is an anti-tank gunner, 0331, which is a machine gunner. They used to have like
Right.
0332, which was like a flamethrower guy, but they got rid of them because, you know,
Oh, damn.
walking around with a fucking bomb on your back. They were like, that was great for World War II, but we got it.
Right.
No more of that, you know.
Right.
But
Oh,
yeah,
man.
so it's interesting. He'll come back different, but the same and better, and it will be crazy for you because you'll be like, I've known this kid his entire life, and then I sent him away for 3 little months, which to him is going to be like a year,
Right.
right? And then when he comes back, you're going to be like, damn,
Right. That's what I'm
damn it,
hoping.
you done changed, boy. And he's gonna go like, "Who you calling boy? I don't,
Right. Oh, man.
sir. This
Dad,
Marine's
sit
not
down.
a
Let's have a
boy.
chat. Right.
Let's sit down, Dad. Let's talk about this real quick here."
Oh, man.
Plus, they push harder than anybody. I mean, it's, you know, if the Army's gonna run 3 miles, we're gonna run 5. If you do 10 push-ups, we'll do 20, just to spite you,
Right.
just to be like, just to remind you on a daily basis, like,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad you said that too. My son's a wrestler, so he's fairly good when it comes to this minimum level PT stuff,
yep,
you know. And I keep on
3 mile
telling
run,
him, you
push-ups,
better not
sit-ups.
settle because you're going to be pushed, you know. If they know you're here, well, they're going to take you, you know. Anyway,
Yep.
but his friends, not so much. Like I can outrun them easily, right?
Mm.
These teenagers. So I've been helping them out. Well, it's a win-win, you know, because we'll go running together, basically. Forget where I was going with this. But oh yeah, no, and in my mind, I'm like, okay, do I push them? How hard do I push them? And I'm like, they're going in the Marines. I'm sure they might as well get used to it now because there's nothing I'll be able to do to them that they're not going to experience tenfold
Yeah.
once they're in. So I might as well get them used to it. But
Get that 3 mile run down, right?
right.
3 mile run. I would do mine in like 22 minutes.
Wow. Damn. Yeah.
And that's
Okay.
not the fastest. I was middle of the pack. That's average.
What really? Damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
3 miles on uneven terrain. It's not necessarily flat.
Right.
And then pull-ups. You better get on your pull-ups. You can max out at 20. 20 pull-ups is the maximum points they'll give you. After that, you do 23, it doesn't count. It just stops at 20.
Oh wow. Right.
But good luck doing 20 pull-ups.
Yeah.
You think you can. And no swinging and kipping.
Right.
Just dead
Yeah,
hangs.
because they gotta be perfect. Right.
Just dead hangs. And then sit-ups, 80 in 2 minutes.
Man. Yeah, that's just flying.
But
Oh man,
that's how hard you
good
push them.
stuff. Right, right.
Right.
Yeah, I get there. Well,
I mean, and in boot camp, I mean, I was down there June, July, and August in Paris Island, hot as all get out. And we'd be running in formation, and there's medical corpsmen all over the place from the Navy, right? And then some dude, it happened, man. We're running in formation, and up ahead, some dude just kind of stumbles off to the side and falls to the ground.
wow.
Everyone just keeps on running. The
Really?
corpsmen go over there, get him, drag him into the shade, open him up, right? Pull his pants down, open his shirt up.
Yeah.
Check his temp. If his temp is, and the way they check your temp is a silver bullet. They roll you over. I'm gonna stick a thermometer up your ass.
Wow.
Check your temp, and if your temp is too high, they're gonna get a ton of ice and just dump it on you to bring your body temperature back down so you don't heat stroke.
Right.
But I mean, it happens. I've seen it. I've seen a guy just totally just fall right out. Too hot. Didn't drink enough water. Drink your water. I've drank water until I puked.
Jeez.
Just drink another canteen. Just drink another canteen. Just drink another canteen. 4 canteens after a full meal at dinner time. It'll come up. It'll all come up.
What are the longer? Because you guys eventually start doing pretty long rucks and stuff, right?
So yeah, that's like what do we call those? Road marches, right? So you put on your pack, your back, you got full camo boots, they call it, and then your backpack. And your backpack's probably gonna weigh like around 50 pounds, give or take. And then those can go for like 10, 15, 20 miles.
What? Damn. Now, running or just like a hike?
Just hiking, just walking down the road.
Just a regular walk.
Just a regular walk, 10, 15, 20 miles. And every hour they stop for 10 minutes for drink water and relax. And
every hour?
Every hour they stop for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay.
So there's like, they have some safety protocols put in because, I mean.
Yep.
But out in the real world, none of that shit. Now there is a boots and utes run. So the camis are called utilities, right? So there's a boots and utes run where you're in a t-shirt, utility pants, and combat boots. And you'll do a 3-mile run in those.
Right.
That'll hurt.
Right.
Those boots, you'll break those suckers in, man. Your Cadillacs.
Right. Holy crap. Cool.
Yeah. Tons of songs. He'll learn all sorts of songs for humping and running and stuff.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
a trip.